Captain Kirk 42 here with box break video number 5. This is number 5 in a series of box breaking videos that I've been doing. The box I'm going to break open today is Panini Contenders 2018 Football, and this box has 14 packs per box, 8 cards per pack. And this is the hobby edition, I believe. It says find 1 autograph and 2 memorabilia cards. So there are 3 hits that we will be looking for. And as per all my other videos, I previously cut the plastic to make it a little easier for me to open up the box on camera so that I don't stumble and bumble through a opening of a box. And there is the box. And that is interesting because it was shifted a little bit, but let me count to make sure I have the right. This is the bottom half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Top 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 packs, yes. And this pack here feels real thick. So that I'm going to put, that was pack number 3, I believe. That I'm going to put on the bottom and be the last pack I open. I'm not trying. And this is another pack that feels kind of thick. So that was the absolute, that was the bottom part. So that will be the bottom. So the bottom 2 packs should be our hit, have a hit at least. So, okay, I'm altering things slightly, but it's my video, my show, my decision. So here is what the packs look like for 2018. And I am looking to see. I don't see anything special. There's the fine print with everything on the back. There's the front of the pack, a little slightly different. And as I said, there are 14 packs in this box. I believe it is. Even though I got it from Target, so it's probably hobby. I mean, retail, but it looks, well, it's not exclusively marked as hobby, so it's probably just plain retail. So that's a bummer. And bummer, the first pack, I tore the bottom a little bit, so it's not a perfect save for a pack. And yes, I forgot these packs have those silly kid reporter cards. But anyway, starting the pack 1 off, we've got Larry Fitzgerald, the perennial Cardinal. And there's the back of the typical cards. For the last several years, I've really liked the Contenders look of the cards, and I've been tempted for some of these sets to collect the sets. But that's going to be a long way off, and I don't know if I will do that anytime soon. So I will just stick to my teams and my PC people. Next card is Jalen Ramsey of the Jaguars. And one of the reasons I got this particular box to open is I like the team logo there down on the bottom right half, even though the ticket format I'm not really fond of, but I've gotten used to. Next card, we've got Jimmy I can't say his name properly, Garoppolo of the 49ers. Then we have for the Broncos, Von Miller for the Broncos. And an insert card, we've got MVP Cam Newton for the Panthers. That's a neat looking insert card. Very simple, but very nice. And some people get upset with the reuse of the same picture, front and back. The back shows a zoom in, and I know some collectors get annoyed that it's cut off the body. So even here, part of his arm's cut off, his feet are cut off. So there's some collectors that are like, I don't like that because it's not the full-fledged body picture. Anyway, you can't always have a full-fledged body picture. In the early days, they used to do just headshots. Anyway, next we've got Kelvin Benjamin for the Bills, followed by one of my Rams, Aaron Donald, like I said, of the Rams. And the final card is Corey Davis for the Titans. And that seemed like a small pack, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 8 cards as promised. This feels a little thicker, but that could be just an illusion. Because as I said, when I opened up to check all the packs to see that I had the right number, the final two, well, not the final two, but number 3s look like they're slightly thicker. And this has one of these silly kid reporter cards, which I usually just trade away or give to recycling or whatever. And the first card, Bobby Anderson of the Jets, followed by an upside down, well, there are several upside down cards here. Patrick Mahomes, the MVP of the more recent Super Bowl, followed by Gerald McCoy of the Buccaneers, and Rookie of the Year contender, Deshaun Hamilton of the Broncos. Does that mean that he was the winner, or that he was just a contender for? I think that means that he was one of the people who was a contender for Rookie of the Year, because it says Rookie of the Year contenders, and didn't say the Rookie of the Year. Interesting. Aaron Rodgers, double stack, double pack, double pick, Giants, why did I say Giants? Because of the G. Packers. Anywho. And then we have Alshon Jeffrey of the Eagles, followed by Andy Dalton of the Bengals, and the final card, Alvin Kamara of the Saints. I had to pull back a little bit there. Pack number 3, which originally was supposed to be pack number 4, but the original pack number 3 is now pack number 13. So anyway, isn't that interesting? Yes, it is. Our first card of this pack, Kirk Cousins, previously of the Redskins, but now of the Vikings. I still collect him. Then we have, just because he changed teams doesn't mean I'm disloyal to the player. And also he's got the same name as me, so he's in the same name niche collection. Chandler Jones, Cardinals, followed by Blake Bortles of the Jaguars. And an insert card, MVP contenders, Drew Brees of the Saints. And there's what the back looks like. And again, it's one of these same photo, front and back. Back is just a tighter, zoomed in shot. For the Giants, we got Odell Beckham Jr. And since this is 2018, yes, 2018, this would have been his probably, yes, that was his final year. The 2018 season, I believe, was his final year as a Giant, and then he went on to the Browns for 2019. Then LaShawn McCoy of the Bills. Another one of my Rams, Todd Gurley Jr. of the Rams. Or actually, he's Todd Gurley the second, excuse me, not a junior. Marcus Mariota of the Titans. And the final card, I got fooled. It's a kid reporter card. How silly of me. Pack number 4. That one we'll just rip right into. Earl Thomas III for the Seahawks. And my voice is starting to go. Case Keenum, Broncos. Now with the Redskins, now I think maybe a free agent. Something, I don't know. He might be out the door of the Redskins. I don't know. I forget. I don't recall. I've got no memory of anything at all. Terrell Suggs, longtime Raven. And we got Joey Bosa, Chargers. Insert card, we've got round numbers, round 2 for the Steelers, James Washington, and for the Jaguars, Clark Jr. Both numbers. Is Clark Jr. number 13 and number 7? Maybe that might be a 17. But it's a 2-player, 2-team card, which drives box breaking hosts nutty. Because is it a Steelers card? Is it a Jaguars card? You got to random it off to whoever and try to make it fair and all this and that and the other, and it's just confusing. Why don't they just put one player on a card? Because they get more sales this way. DeAndre Hopkins for the Texans, followed by Carson Wentz of the Eagles. And the final card is Carlos Hyde of the Browns. And that's pretty neat with the dog logo there, instead of just a plain brown helmet logo. Okay, pack number 5. And it opens up badly. And I see a kid reporter card, so I will take the kid, put the pack away, put the kid reporter card away. And we got Mike Evans, Buccaneers. Matthew Stafford, Lions. Khalil Mack, Bears. Rookie of the Year contender, DJ Moore, Panthers. And I like that they've got the helmet down there. Not just the team logo, but the helmet. And then we have Zach Ertz, Eagles. Followed by Andrew Luck, who recently retired, Colts. Le'Veon Bell, Steelers. And we got Ezekiel Elliott, Cowboys. Pack 6. I try to be careful opening packs. I've probably said this before, so that I can collect the packs or somebody else can collect the packs. Because some people do collect packs, and I do it on occasion. We've got Michael Shrewsbury, Bears. Julian Edelman, Patriots. Devontae Freeman, Falcons. Kareem Hunt, Chiefs. An insert of Team Quads. Now this is team quads. This is for the Vikings. You got Kirk Cousins, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook, and Stefon Diggs. Actually, I think Stefon Diggs, wasn't he? I said an ah, I said an ah, I said an ah. Ugh. I hate saying that. Stefon Diggs, for some reason I always think of him as being a Raven. I may be in error there. But anyway, Eli Manning, of the Giants, Zay Jones of the Bills, and the final card of this pack is a Ram, Jared Goff. Pack number 7. Another one that feels slightly thick. Probably those kid reporters, they happen to like to sneak into packs. Yes, there is a kid reporter at the end of the pack. So, banish you, banish. And we got Jameis Winston, Buccaneers. Jimmy Graham, Packers. I really don't like foil lettering because it's hard to read, especially when I'm doing videos like this and I'm wearing my glasses, which are not quite the right prescription. But if I were wearing my, contacts, if I was wearing my contacts, I would have to be, adjusting my left contact to zoom in. Anyway, Derek Carr, Raiders. And we have MVP contender Packers, Aaron Rodgers. And we got a couple of upside down cards. J.J. Watt, Texans, and Ben Roethlisberger, Steelers. And I saw a delay there on my video for some reason. I don't know why. Ryan Tannehill, Dolphins. And last card is Brandon Cooks, Rams, although he is no longer with the Rams, I believe. Wah. Okay, pack number, I think it's 8. It's pack number 8. We'll say it's number 8. It opens up oddly. I don't like opening it up that way, but messy, 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 messy. Okay, we got Joe Mixon, Bengals. Rob Gronkowski of the Patriots. Recently retired, recently untired, now going to play for the Buccaneers, along with his leader, Tom Brady. Odd. Julio Jones. A totally almost all red card here. Red and black for the most part, because he's with the Falcons. An upside down card, which that usually means, sometimes that means hit. This is a, who do we have here? Rashawn Golden. Sorry, couldn't say the name too well. And this is one of our hits. This is the on-sticker autograph. Nice card there, nice card there. Followed by, we got round numbers. Round number 1. Bradley Chubb and Marcus Davenport of the Broncos. The Broncos and the Saints. Now let me double check. Earlier I had a round numbers card. Let me see. I'm going to try to find it to see who the numbers were and which round it was. Oh, round 2. This was the card that I was having problems with earlier, trying to figure out if they had the same jersey number, but that was round number 2. This is round number 1, and they obviously have different jersey numbers. So I was thinking something else there. Anyway, T.Y. Hilton, Colts, followed by Marquis Goodwin, 49ers, and the final card is a Cowboy, Dak Prescott. Pack number 9. Number 9. I think they do well for the last number 9 pack box. Number 9. Not quite. Okay. It's a fubbed up pack, which is normal for some people. They just rip into things without even thinking because they want to open. Anyway, we got Drew Brees, Saints. Joe Flacco, Ravens, which actually he's more recently in the Broncos. Phillip Rivers, Chargers. I think someone said he was retiring. I think he was. Yes, I remember seeing something about him retiring next season. He's going to play another season, but for a different team. I forget who. And then he's going to be coaching a high school, I think. Derrick Henry, Titans. And we have a team quads. This one is of the Saints. You've got Michael Thomas, Mark Ingram, Drew Brees, and Alvin Kamara. Team quads Saints. A nice insert set there. Upside down, Deshaun Watson of the Texans, followed by Cam Newton, Panthers, and our final card is a Viking, Stefon Diggs. Okay, I think what was confusing, I think he was on the Ravens at one point, but another thing that's confusing me is he is a... No, I was thinking Suggs. I get him mixed up with Terrell Suggs because I think both of them at one time were on the Ravens. But Stefon Diggs, maybe not because he was. I know it was his college was Maryland, which is why I collect him. But that's just me rattling on. Anyway, pack 10. Pack at number 10 now. And we'll try. That's a real messed up one. It's all the kids' reporter fault. That's what I'm blaming it on. That's my story, and that's what I'm sticking to it. So there's that year's kids' reporter card that I'm not a fan of. And so far we only have 3. No, we got 4 of them. Okay, so maybe one more. Anyway, Dante Adams, Packers. I'm trying to keep happy thoughts. I'm flying, Ajay, Eagles. Yeah, we're flying with Eagles. AJ Green, Bengals. Then insert legendary contenders, Mr. Favre of the Packers. When he was on the Packers, he's been on several other teams, including the Vikings, and there was some other team that he was on. Jaguars, was it? Maybe. And anyway, he's been on several different teams, but I think the Packers is probably what he's better known for, or at least what collectors collect him for. David Johnson, Cardinals, and my voice is starting to go. Leonard Fournette of the Jaguars. And again, a video delay for some bizarre reason. Richard Sherman, 49ers. And the final card is Demaryius Thomas, Broncos. Doing a pretty good box so far. Pretty good. Not totally great, but pretty good. And this is pack, I think it's 11. I've already lost count. Oh well. Anywho. That's an okay. Okay, collector pack. Not great, but okay. Mr. Tom Brady of the Patriots, who's now with the Buccaneers, probably for his final season of his career. Matt Ryan of the Falcons. Russell Wilson of the Seahawks. 3 quarterbacks in a row. Do we have another quarterback? No, we don't. Darius Slay of the Lions broke our quarterback streak here. And then Rookie of the Year contender, Nyheim Hines of the Colts. Then Leonard Williams of the Jets. Followed by Christian McCaffrey of the Panthers. And the final card is a Dolphin, Kenyon Drake. Pack number 12. We're getting close to those memorabilias. This is pack number 12, which opens up too well because of the kid reporter card. And we have Jordy Nelson, Raiders. Anyway, then Allen Robinson, Bears. Adam Traleen, Vikings. And then we have a 2-player card, round numbers, round 1. DJ Moore of the Panthers and Calvin Ridley of the Falcons. Then we have Alex Smith, Redskins, although he has played very few games for them because he's injured, glass leg, which is typical of Redskins quarterbacks. JoJo Smith-Schuster of the Steelers. And then we have Myles Garrett of the Browns. And the final card, Evan Engram of the Giants. And now we go on to pack number 13, which was originally pack number 3, because I felt it was slightly thicker and probably contained one of the hits. So far we've had the on-sticker autograph, so we're supposed to get 2 memorabilia cards. So probably this pack and the other pack, which is the other pack 3. So we had a kid reporter card there. And we've got Tyree Hill. It does look like it does look like from the thicknesses, it looks like there is a thicker card. So that card I will put onto the back. Like I said, we got Tyree Hill of the Chiefs. And upside down, Jarvis Landry of the Browns. Insert Rookie of the Year contender, Christian Kirk of the Cardinals. And there we have another Kirk guy. Jamal Adams of the Jets. Luke Kuechly of the Panthers. Trying to get the name just right so it can be read for people who know, or in the know. And Kiko Alonso, Dolphins. And followed by Josh Norman of the Redskins. And then we have our hit, which is a Raven, Jaleel Scott of the Ravens. And there is no serial number on the back, no serial number on the front, but it does have the nice green foiling, and it's a one color purple swatch. Nice looking card. I would keep it if I was still actively collecting Ravens, but I haven't been doing that for a while because I really haven't been following them, even though they are one of my local teams. Being a citizen of Maryland, but I'm closer to DC than I am Baltimore, so I've been loyal more to Redskins than days ago the Colts, but they moved or stolen out of town, and for a while Baltimore didn't have a team, and yada 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 yada, and you don't want to hear that anyway. And again, I believe we've got a thick card, and it is the fourth card in, but I will put it in the back. For the Lions, we've got Marvin Jones Jr., followed by Amari Cooper, this time with the Raiders. He's been on the Cowboys, and I think before he was on somebody else before, or is on somebody else now, or something. I can't remember. Anyway, this is a Raiders card for him. Then we got Jordan Howard of the Bears. And we've got a legendary Contenders, Deion Sanders, when he was with the Cowboys. I think he is primarily known for the. I thought he was primarily known for the Lions. Maybe I'm thinking it's somebody else. Wow. Okay, Deion Sanders. Cowboys. Marlon Mack of the Colts. Antonio Brown, Steelers. And Sean Lee, Cowboys. And now we go to our hit, which is a Cardinal. It's Christian Kirk. So, default to my niche cards. This is a card that I will be keeping, even though I'm not a Cardinals fan. I do collect cards of people named Kirk. So Christian Kirk Cardinals, and it is a one color red swatch. Very nice rookie. Very nice relic card, previously known as jersey cards or game used cards, but now they call them memorabilia or relic cards because it can be socks or pants or helmet or anything else. Doesn't necessarily have to be a jersey anymore, and doesn't necessarily have to be game used, and they don't have to say what they are anymore. But this says player worn. The enclosed player worn material is guaranteed. So that means that the player at least wore it. May have been for a photo session on rookie day. Could have been for some game. Could have been at press day for the playoffs. Who knows? They don't claim it's for games anymore. And that was the final card of the pack. Well, I should say, and of the box. Like I said, this was a 14-pack box. And we did get our one autograph and our two memorabilia cards. I'll show a little review here. The autograph is an on sticker for Sean Golden of the Panthers. Nice signature, but I prefer on-card autograph cards. And this is a rookie card. This is his rookie card. So it's a rookie autograph. I don't think they specified. They just said, look, one autograph. They didn't say necessarily. I'd have to look in more detail to see what they mean, see what the odds are for rookies. But anyway, our two memorabilia cards, Jaleel Scott for the Ravens and Christian Kirk for, oh, they're sticking together. Christian Kirk for the Cardinals. And both of them are green foil lettering, and both of them are one color swatches. One of them I will be keeping, the other trading or selling. Several years ago I would have been keeping, but I no longer am exclusively for the Ravens. So that is that box, and I will see you later.